What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, and I'm back at y'all with another one. So, things are heating up. Things are starting to heat up for this highly anticipated rematch that took place March 1st at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York, between undefeated three-division world champion, five-time world champion, superstar boxer, who is the WBA lightweight world champion, and considered one of the faces and cash cows in the sport of boxing, and Gervonta Tank Davis, who is 30 wins, no losses, one draw, 28 wins by way of knockout. But that one draw is the highlight thus far. That one draw is the highlight thus far. Reason being, because he took that draw in his last fight, March 1st, to the WBA super featherweight world champion, star boxer, Lamont Roach Jr. Lamont Roach Jr. is now 25 wins, one loss, two draws, 10 wins by way of knockout, right? He was seen and chosen to be a stay busy, step up fight to the next level for Gervonta Tank Davis. But Lamont Roach Jr. was anything but that, and he shocked the world. He exceeded everybody's expectations, including Vegas. Vegas had the fight 25-1 underdog for Lamont Roach. And the night of the fight, the odds always get closer. They shrink, they get closer, they get closer, they get closer. As the event in any sport takes place, the odds get closer. Whether it's the Super Bowl, NBA Finals, whether it's the World Series in baseball, the hockey, the Stanley Cup. In college football, the championship game, the bowl games, the odds open up wide and then they start to shrink. But they didn't shrink that much. It only shrank to a 15-1 in favor of Tank Davis. And Lamont Roach wasn't having it. Lamont Roach said, nah, I'm putting hands, feet, arms. What's the song? Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. You understand? Eyes in. You understand, right? Lamont Roach came in there and said, wait a minute, y'all got me messed up. I can take his punch. I'm not going to get wobbled and do the stinky leg. I ain't getting knocked out. And he told us that at the press conference when Tank said, you shouldn't have brought your mom and your family here because, I got to do damage. And he said, man, you outside your mind. You ain't knocking nobody out over here. And he was right. And so with that said, now we have a situation where things are heating up. Because Lamont Roach did an interview with retired legendary Olympic gold medalist, two-division world champion, undefeated Hall of Fame superstar boxer, Andre S.O.G. Ward, who retired 32 wins, no loss, no draw, 15 wins by way of knockout. And he told Andre Ward, he said, listen, Gervonta Tank Davis, he didn't want to disrespect him, but he said Tank Davis is mentally weak. We always knew he's mentally weak. He's going to question himself. He's going to doubt himself. And what did I tell y'all yesterday in the two videos I did regarding this situation? They're getting ready to announce this showdown for August 16th in Las Vegas, Nevada. All right? We are in the middle of June. So it's going to be, we're actually 2 months out, right? Because today is June 16th, right? And so we're actually 2 months, So we're actually 2 months out to today because they're going to fight August 16th. Today is June 16th. So you got July 16th, then August 16th. Actually 2 months away, right? And so with that said, now things are starting to heat up. So Tank Davis put on his social media, he stated that, you know something, now is the time to prove to myself and to the world I am who I say I am, right? Meaning that he wasn't happy with his performance and he got to upstage that last performance where he got frustrated. He attempted to bite Lamont. He hit him with a shoulder shrug. He took an ill-advised knee. A lot of things that was just outside of the norm and character of Gervonta Tank Davis, what we're used to seeing. Now, with that said, Tank Davis then came back and says, I'm feeling like my old self. a warning to Lamont Roach Jr. Then he put the coughing emojis. I want the smoke. Feeling like myself. It's about to go down. You understand the subliminal, right? He's back with his longtime trainer, mentor, big brother, father, uncle figure, Coach Calvin Ford, right? And so now Gervonta Tank Davis is letting the world know I'm feeling like myself. But I told you guys that's a dangerous place to go to, because if you're feeling like yourself and you give it all you have and the results are still the same, the doubt is going to creep in. The doubt is going to creep in. So Lamont Roach had took to his social media. He put up a few posts, and somebody had told Lamont Roach, hey, listen, it's Father's Day. Tank Davis need to be thanking Lamont Roach. And Lamont Roach reposted it, and he said, nah, this too crazy. But Tank Davis took offense to it. And he reached out and he told Lamont Roach, instead of trolling me, you should be thanking me. Y'all know that old saying. Instead of trolling me, you should be thanking me, because I put you in a position for the world to know who you are. And Lamont Roach, he fires back at Gervonta Tank Davis, and he puts the clip up from ATL that featured Big Boy and T.I. Tip, right? If you don't remember that. And he puts this post up, and he tells him, I know there's a clip where T.I.'s little brother is out there in these streets and he owing money to Big Boy, and he trying to get away from Big Boy from Outkast. Y'all know Outkast, Andre 3000, Big Boy. And Big Boy tracks him down. And when he tracks him down, he traps the little brother in the corner. He said, where's my money? You shaking like booty meat, right? And T.I. pulls up, and when T.I. pulls up, Big Boy looks at him and he goes, I know that ain't who I think it is. Is that little big brother? And T.I. gets out and throw money in his face. He said, oh, very disrespectful. This done threw money in my face. And then he pulls out the, right? And we know the rest from there, right? So Lamont Roach Jr. posts that clip at Tank Davis, but he adds his own twist to it. He says, I know that ain't little big brother, but then he says, that's about to get knocked out on a hot summer night. Whoa! Right? You're talking about August, all right? Now, just to show you guys, now he put this is what he said. This is the clip that he put up. I'm going to show you guys real quick, right? So things is heating up. Obviously, they're going to begin to promote, their fight, and they want to get people interested, obviously, but also it's competitive nature. So this is what he puts up. As you can see, right? That's what he put up. And Tank had put up, instead of trolling me, you should be thanking me. You understand? So things is heating up. But again, both guys, all jokes aside, both guys are getting ready to face immense amount of pressure. Okay? Both these dudes is getting ready to face an immense amount of pressure. Both these dudes, okay? Reason being is because for Lamont Roach, he's going to have to show the world that it wasn't a fluke, okay? His performance, he going to have to upstage it, outstage it, whatever you want to call it, right? He's going to have to, for sure, live up to the hype, and the element of surprise is over, right? He won't have the element of surprise, right? The whole world is expecting to see him perform to the same level or better. And in the case of Tank Davis, you're going to have to show the world, like you said, you are who we think you are, right? And Lamont Roach don't have your number, right? So, and you had a lot of safety nets, right? You had the fact that you wasn't with your longtime trainer, Coach Calvin Ford, right? You wasn't with Kenny Ellis, okay? You got caught off guard by Lamont Roach and Lamont Roach's performance, okay? And so you was focused on the next fight. You had a lot of money on the table for a showdown with Jake Paul, so you was looking past Lamont Roach. All of that is well and good, but now you got to show us that you completely locked in and focused. You back with Calvin. You're not focused on the next fight. You're not putting the carriage before the horse. And now, if you don't show up and show out the same way, now he just got your number. So both of these guys are under immense amount of pressure. That's what makes this rematch so intense, because we didn't expect Lamont Roach to be here. Nobody wanted to see Lamont Roach and Tank Davis. Nobody called for this fight. This was picked out of a hat in a raffle just for Tank Davis to stay active and busy as he moved on to bigger and better fights. And Lamont Roach had other plans and threw a monkey wrench in the plans. Let's see how this unfolds and plays out. But that's all I got for y'all. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. It's your boy Blue signing off. I'm gone. Peace.